What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Stationeers. Last episode we were working on these solar panels. We got all the alloys and resources that we needed, but right now I have to change everything by hand. Alright, we're at 85%. There we go. A little bit more power. So what happens is the sun will actually go to the solar panels. Power will go through the cable. It will try to fill up the battery first if it's not connected to anything that's using power. Right now, the area power control is using power to charge that battery right there. Later on, we need to set up something so we could get more batteries charging at one time. The problem is I have to do that by hand. I have to change the angle of the solar panels throughout the day. So what we need to do is we need to set up a logic system so that way it will do it automatically. So this is going to take a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. But let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so there's a few things that we are going to need for this episode. These logic chips that are over here, we need 4 of the logic IOs, 2 of the logic memory, 2 of the logic processors, we need a power control unit, and then we need a shit ton of cable. I hope I have enough cable, to be honest with you. Alright, so what we're going to do is first we're going to start with logic IO. Now, if you remember from last episode, the way we have to set this up, let's actually put this here so I could grab the wrench. The horizontal, which is these zebra paddles right here, is already set up in degrees. So this horizontal is very simple. The vertical is set up in percentage. So the vertical is a little bit more difficult. Now to set up, let's see if I could actually do this. Let me go ahead and set up these logic IOs real quick. First we need this one right here, which is the logic IO. We need to switch that to a batch writer. The reason for that is if we just put it to a logic writer, it will only go to one solar panel. If we do a batch writer and tell it to go to the solar panels, it will do all the solar panels, an entire batch. So what I'm going to do is we got the batch writer, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way. And turn the other one like this. Alright, now we need the logic processors. We need 2 of those right next to each other. I need to change that to a logic math. Turn it upside right. There we go. Put 2, one next to the other. Then we need the logic memory. I'm kind of doing this backwards, but when we put it together, you'll see how it works out. Alright, so memory, one above the other. And then I need the rest of the logic IOs. I need to switch those to logic reader. There we go. And do it the same way I did with the batch writer. Now, if you take a look at this, there's access points on 3 sides of the logic reader. This you have to pay attention to because they do have to be connected. So there is not a connection on the bottom of this, so we can put it up against the other one just like that. Alright, the other thing I'm going to need is a sensor. Now, the sensor is very important when you put down the position or the rotation of it. So when we set down the solar panels, we made sure that the data ports are facing towards the sunrise, and the data port on the daylight sensor. With the sensor, you have a motion sensor, gas sensor, and then a daylight sensor. We need to make sure that the data port is facing towards the north. So if we look at it this way, the sunrise is east, the sunset is west. If you put west to your left and east to your right, you'll be facing north. So north is that way. So we need to make sure the daylight sensor faces like that. Next thing I need is my labeler, because we have to name all those so that they're easy to find. Do I have a battery in you? You should have a battery. Yeah, you do. Alright, so right mouse button to turn it on. And what we're going to do is this logic reader, those memories, And these math units and then that batch writer are going to be for the vertical. For the horizontal, it's just that logic reader and that batch writer. That's it. So yeah, the horizontal is much easier. So we're going to name this this one vert for vertical, and this one HOR for horizontal. So that's the easy part. Next thing we need to do is we need to set up these logic memories. What they do is they store a number which you can put into the math units, and those will be your calculations. What we need is this memory. It needs to be set to 75. So 75. And the one below it needs to be set to 1.5. So 1.5. Now I could sit here and try to explain how that works, but yeah, I don't know too well how it works, so I'm not even going to mess with it. Alright, so this one right here, the logic math, the first one is going to be sub for subtract. This one is going to be div for divide. This batch writer is going to be vert for vertical. So vert. And this batch writer is going to be hor for horizontal. So HOR. There we go. Alright, I'm done with the labeler for right now. Later on, we'll probably have to get some more. Alright, so what we need to do is, as you can see, if you look right here in this area, the daylight sensor will have certain information. What we need to do is we need to read that information to go into the logic system. So that's what the logic readers are for. Then what it needs to do is it needs its numbers, which we get with these two memories, and they'll go into the math units to do the calculations to figure out how to switch the degrees into percentage, so that way the solar panels can read the vertical. And then the batch writer will just write it to the solar panels once the calculations are done. Now to change these, we need a screwdriver, and we need to go to each one of these little screws. So the logic reader needs to read information from the daylight sensor. So why are you not changing? Do I need to connect this? Son of a bitch. I have to connect them all. So what I got to do is I got to take all these cables and connect each one of the data ports and the power ports. So on the math unit, it's easy to tell that one's power, data unit, or data connection, and then data connection. So this is going to take me a while. I also have to make sure the daylight sensor is connected. So yeah, I'm going to put a connection to each one of the areas that need to be connected. This is going to take a minute. Alright, now that I got everything connected, I got the... Let's double check. Alright, daylight sensor is connected, logic readers, memory, math units, and then the batch writers. Then we have the cables going to the solar panels. Alright, so the information will go from the daylight sensor to the logic readers. How much time do we got? We got plenty of time, hopefully. So the input is going to be daylight sensor. Oop, went too far. So if you hold down C, you can go backwards. There we go. Then the other input will be daylight sensor as well. Did I pass it up? I might have oh, nope, there it was. Alright, then the variable on the top one, this is going to be vertical. And this one is going to be horizontal. And then we just turn them on. Now, for the horizontal, we don't have power. Of course not. For the horizontal, all you have to do is go from the logic reader to the batch writer. The input will go from the logic reader horizontal. Logic reader horizontal. The out type will go to the solar panels. Oh, I had it. There it is. Solar panel dual. And then the out variable will be horizontal because this is for the horizontal function. Then turn that one on. Now we got to finish up the stuff for the vertical. So this memory right here has to be at 75. So we're going to hold down If you click on this big bolt, it changes it by 100. If you change the small one, it'll change it by 1. If you hold down C, the big ones will change it by 10. And the small ones will change it by a decimal. So we need 70 and then 5. There we go. This one needs to be 1. Hold down C to get the decimal, 1.5. There we go. Alright, so the first math unit, this is where it gets a little bit difficult. Alright, so we have 2 inputs. The first input needs to come from this memory, which is logic memory 75. And the second input needs to go from the logic reader, the information from the daylight sensor. So logic reader vertical, and the output will be subtract. Then we take that information that goes from that math unit to this, oh, let's turn it on, to this math unit. So we need the math unit sub. So math unit sub, there we go. Second input will be that memory, which is 1.5. There it is. And the out will be divide. There it is. Turn it on. And then we need the batch writer. So we'll get the input from that math unit, which is math unit logic math divide. There it is. The out type will go to the solar panel dual. There we go. And the variable will be vertical. Turn it on. Now, the problem is, the reason it's not working right now is because we don't have any power going to these units right here. A few things that we're going to need. One, we need to go ahead and grab the solar panel that we already built. Let's go ahead and pick it up with you. Alright, then we're going to place it down at a 45-degree angle, so that way when the sun comes up, this will immediately get power. And we'll go ahead and grab the glass. The sun's about to go down, we might not have enough time. Alright, then what I need to do is I need the power to be able to transfer from that solar panel to those units. So we're going to take power controller, put it down right here, make sure the power is going the right way. Hook that up. There we go. And now I need that to go to those units. So you need to rotate that way. Like that. And then what I need is I need a battery in there. Problem is I don't have another large battery. So let's go ahead and just temporarily grab this one. Oh, I can't do that because I need to make another one. We're just testing this out right now to make sure it actually works. So battery, and then when I turn this on, those solar panels should face towards the sun. Hopefully. And on. And there they go. Awesome. So first time go, I got it on the first try. That's awesome. Alright, few things that we need to do. One, I need a large battery to go into this one. So let's grab this one. And we'll put it in here for right now. So we need another large battery. So BATT, there we go. And print. Oh shit, why not? I'm out of copper. Of course, already, because of all the cables that I processed. And I have none in here. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to go find some more copper while it's nighttime. Might actually take me all that time to find it too. Alright, I got a little bit of copper, but there is one issue. Because we don't have the solar alignment, we're not gonna have a lot of power, probably. So I want to go ahead and smelt things inside of the furnace, but the problem is, as you can see, we do have some iron in there. But it's not hot enough. So I already put in some oxide and some volatiles, but it's still not enough to get it heated up. So if we add a little bit more, try 6. Oh, let's turn this off. 6 volatile and then 1, 2, 3 oxide. There it goes. So every once in a while, you'll have a problem where it won't actually let you smelt anything. So what you got to do is you have to relieve the pressure, which means just hit that valve right there. But it looks like we're actually good. So let's go ahead and put in our copper. There we go. What did I do with that iron? Did I put it... Oh, I put it up here. Okay. Alright, I think the copper is all done. Let's go and grab it real quick. And that should be good enough to go ahead and make battery. There we go. Let's go and also smelt the iron. We're probably going to need more. Now, you can't leave the lever down and it will smelt that iron and then drop it out when it's done. See? Automatically. But only do that when you're only doing one metal. If you're trying to make an alloy, make sure that lever is up. Alright, there's our battery. Let's go ahead and switch it out for this one for right now. Put it in here, and then what we could do is we could go ahead and close that one off. Because we won't need that battery ever again, hopefully. So what's going to happen is, say for some reason, I don't know, whatever reason, that battery right there dies. Which means those logic circuits won't have the power to turn those solar panels. So what we have here is a solar panel, which will give us another emergency power to those logic chips and turn those solar panels. And then we'll get power to this battery. What are you at? 27. Oh, you're getting power from that battery. Yeah, we did get a little bit of power into those batteries. So now that power is bleeding into that battery. Alright, so the other thing we need to do is right now, we have plenty of power for the base. Later on, we'll probably have to produce more power. Probably like 20 solar panels. So we do have a little bit of space right here that we could go ahead and build out that way a little bit more, and then also extend that out a little bit more. But now what we need is, we have a lot of these batteries which we need for a suit, and then we have small batteries which we need for our tools. We need to charge those up at some point, which means I need to go back to the lander to grab something. Now on the lander we do have ourselves a charger, but the problem with it is it's a small charger, which means it only has capacity for 2 batteries. See if I can find it. Yep, that one right there. So it only has 2 battery slots, so we're not going to use that one. What was I using? Oh yeah, the wall. I just need a wall temporarily. But there is another battery charger which has slots for 5 batteries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one charger for large batteries and then another one for small ones. Let's go and turn this like that. Next thing I need to do... Yeah, I'm probably going to have to move that. Alright, let's go ahead and move the wall, grab the battery real quick. Up here, I need Andrew. And I need you. Can I put you up there? No, I have to close this off. Alright, I need metal sheet, or iron sheet, my bad. Is it iron sheet? Oh no, I just put it up, just like that. And then, oh, that was my bad. No, it's crowbar. That was a glass piece. Not what I meant to do. Alright, grinder. Alright, let's try that again. I need a wall. There we go. Now I should be able to put the power control unit up. Alright, so electricity, let's put you... That might work. Alright, then I need the cable to connect it. And I need you to go up. No, from there. Alright, now we can go ahead and put the battery back in. Turn you on, and there we go. Then we can also close this because hopefully we won't need it anymore. All right. So what we're going to need now is I need those chargers. Oh, I don't have power connected. Nope. Right here. I'll need to disconnect this here pretty soon. There we go. So what I need is battery charger. This one right here. It has a slot, 5 slots for batteries. So we're gonna make 2 of those. There's 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna put them up right here. I need to make sure there's enough room for the cables. So we'll put you there and you there. Now I just need to get that all connected to power. Alright, and I think... There we go. Alright, now what I need to do is I need to... the power needs to go to that power control unit. So I need to get rid of all the stuff on the bottom. Let's go to the other side so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Why can I not... Come on. I need you. Then... Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of the wall. There we go. Alright, cable. Wire cutters. Yeah, right now the solar panels are trying to see where the sun is. I think the sun is like right below us. We're halfway through the night. The horizontal could turn that way, but the vertical cannot. So that's all that's turning right now is the horizontal. So you still need to go up there, but these cables come to me. Alright, so you...
Hydration.
Hydration. Alright, so I think I should have 5. Water. And it looks like food is also getting pretty low, so let's go in and grab that. There we go. Alright, so this cable needs to go up to the APC, this one needs to go to that charger, and then out to this charger. Right? Right. Alright, let's turn those on. Now what we need is we need a battery for our suit. So when we start running out of power, we'll have one that's hopefully charged. So BATT. Then I need to go ahead and make 5 of the large batteries, and then I need to get 5 of the small ones. We should already have a few free small batteries. Damn, how long did you take? There it goes. So there's our large battery. We'll put that on the charger so I can charge up, make sure the power is on. I think we're good. Now with the small batteries, there's a few different places we can get those from. Let's go ahead and put your tool right here. So when we first started out on the lander, there is one in the tracking beacon. Let's also go ahead and bring this up here. There are... Nope, wrong one. There's 2 free ones that are sitting in the lander, and then there's another one on the ground penetrating radar. So that's for the small batteries. But now we should have enough to keep us alive once the sun comes up and we get plenty of power to charge those batteries. So what I need to do is I need to grab resources so I can go ahead and make those batteries, which will take a little bit of time. But at some point I do need to extend this out. I also need to go ahead and switch these cables out for heavies, the ones for the power. The ones for the data, I don't need to switch out because we're not passing that much power through them. It's just going to the data ports of the solar panels. But yeah, the power ones, the power connections, we do need to switch those out. Because at some point, we will need that much power. But yeah, there we go. That right there is our power setup. So when we started this series, we talked about our main priorities. There were 4 of them: electricity, oxygen, food, and water. We now have power taken care of. I don't think we'll probably have to add a lot more solar panels, of course. But oh, and switch out all these cables. But other than that, we're done. So the next thing we need to take care of, sorry. The next thing we're going to start running out of pretty quick is water, which we already had to use. Water is actually pretty simple, but I have to figure out where I want to set that up. I also need to extend this platform up because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mechanical room that will house everything for gases, the furnace, stuff for the water, and all that. But yeah, we'll have to go over that next episode. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.